to this special Super Bowl 60 reaction edition of the BCS podcast. I'm recording this at 1pm UK time, the day after Super Bowl 60, which the Seattle Seahawks won 29-13 over my team, the New England Patriots. Here's what Gavin Haight of the Up West Sports Podcast Network had to say following the Seahawks victory last night.
First and foremost, shout out the 12s. We did it again. Secondly, shout out the New England Patriots. Heck of a season, and Drake Maye had a heck of a year. A lot to come from Drake Maye, Patriots, AFC, all that good stuff. Third of all, this dark side defense is impressive. I don't know what else there is to say. They've done a fantastic job. I drafted them in my fantasy draft, and there's a reason I did that for, I think it was the 7th round overall. Watch out for them. Third of all, K9, Super Bowl MVP. Hats off. And finally, to all the Seahawks fans that had to witness the loss against the Patriots, I'm rocking 89 Doug Baldwin. Shout out the 12s. We've been here the whole time. Thank you.
And here is what friend of the show and Seahawks fan Jason Durr, who is currently over in Seattle, had to say following last night's victory.
Hey guys, this is Bubba Baseball. I'm sending you this video from Seattle. I am extremely hungover, extremely tired, and loving this 100% there. The game was amazing. It was close all the way throughout. We were all on our edge of our seat. Didn't think we had it in the bag till that interception in the end, and that sealed the deal. It was absolutely worth it to go 5,000-6,000 miles back home for the game. Watched it with my brother and his family and friends. There's like 40 of us here. Man, I am exhausted, but on cloud 9. It was an amazing, amazing game. Go Hawks!
Closer to home, here's what Seahawks fan and my fellow Brit Matt Mutton had to say following last night's victory for the Seahawks.
As a Seahawks fan, this one feels really special. Beating the Patriots at the Super Bowl, it brings up a lot of old emotions from the last time that we met them, so there's definitely a sense of redemption here. Anyone watching last night would have seen two really good defenses going at it, but Seattle was just exceptional. They controlled the game from start to finish, pretty much how they have done all season. The pressures and the turnovers, the way they just didn't let New England get comfortable at all, just calling 6 sacks and multiple turnovers. And I feel like there could have been even more. They just didn't give Drake Maye any breathing room, and he just didn't know. It didn't look like he knew what was going on. MVP Kenneth Walker had a huge game, rushing for 135 yards and could have had a touchdown as well. And having Myers keep the scoreboard ticking with those field goals, it just kept that momentum going. And at times, I was a bit frustrated with inaccuracy from Sam Darnold. And I always thought there was going to be a turnover at some point waiting to happen from him. But all in all, he did the job. The team did the job as a whole. It was a great controlled performance. Seattle have been like this all season. They've not been high scoring games. They've been very tight and very controlled, very disciplined. For me, this feels more than just a win now. It feels like Seahawks are getting like a proper identity again, built on this great defense and discipline. And as a fan, it's really satisfying to watch. I was very, very impressed and very proud of the team last night. And I'm looking forward to see what they do in the future. But also a bit worried about seeing how people are now going to see this as the blueprint and trying to catch them out for next year. But yeah, go Hawks!
As for me, here's what I have to say. In truth, the Seattle Seahawks thoroughly deserved to win last night, as they were the best team from start to finish, and I have to extend my wholehearted and sincere congratulations to them. From any time the Patriots had the ball, their defence was on top of us. They were consistently getting through on the left-hand side of our offensive line and sacking Drake Maye a total of 6 times. And that's not to say that the left side of our offensive line, Will Campbell and Jared Wilson, aren't good players. They are good players. What they are is inexperienced players. They are both clearly rookies, and so when they came up against someone like DeMarcus Lawrence, who has been in the league for many years, that experience gap showed. For me, I think people like Will Campbell, Jared Wilson, Kyle Williams, Drake Maye, they have to regard last night's game as a dress rehearsal for what's to come. They have to use last night's defeat as fuel to say, we are going to get to that game again, and next time we will win, having had the experience of losing and knowing what we now need to do to be better. As I said, the Seahawks thoroughly deserve to win, and I very much have proverbial pie in my face given that I wrote them off at the start of the season. But you know what? I'm not gonna begrudge them the victory. They proved me wrong. They proved many other people wrong, it has to be said. And so absolutely well done to them. And I look forward to seeing what they have to do next season, when hopefully the Patriots will be even better and will be able to, as I say, use this defeat as the foundation that we build hopefully our next empire on. For now, that brings an end to this special Super Bowl 60 reaction edition of the BCS podcast. As always, I thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye now. The BCS podcast is written, produced, edited and hosted by me, Brett Walker. Thank you to Boban Apostolov and Pixabay for the use of the music and sound effects in this episode. This episode features contributions from Jason Durr, Gavin Height and Matthew Mutton.